Hello and welcome back to the Book of Scrim. If you're new here, my name is Martin Heron. I'm a practicing artist. I have been making art now for well over 30 years or thereabouts. I've been just kind of documenting some of these sketchbooks that I've produced over the years. So here is yet another one. So April 21. So this has been produced throughout 2021. Let me see. Yes, so between April and August 2021, this is what I had been working on. Again, if you've caught some of the previous videos, you know that I kind of like tend to layer down lots of scrim to allow some of the paper of the sketchbook, etc., to sort of like come through. Now here I've started to realize how much is actually appearing now. You'll see, just here will look familiar. This is what I've used for my profile image, because in laying it down, and the human eye and the brain will start trying to establish some sort of imagery happening within that. So the longer I stared at this, the more I seen a little sort of portrait. So that is how this came about. So it almost started off allowing these things to happen, but that changed quite quickly. So this was quite clearly a kind of profile attempt, but I didn't really like this whatsoever. So I just kind of moved around some of these, and I just started going back to how I usually and allow something else to happen within, allow the viewer to kind of see their own image within this. So anyway, you've kind of, if you've caught any of the other videos, you will be well aware of the process by now. That is staining the scrim, which is this stuff, drywall tip, jointing tip, staining it with various medium, whether that's ink, marker pen, acrylic or spray or something like that, and then laying it down. As it's adhesive on one side, it's quite nice to kind of quite quickly build up imagery. Some take longer than others. So anyway, one of the things so I'm just going to kind of quickly go through this. There's nothing too much to dwell on too long, because you've seen some of this before, I hope. So I keep returning to these. I'm quite fascinated by this wavy form. So it kind of grounds me in what I'm doing with the scrim. Yeah, and I was going to comment, I seem to be getting on just when I've been back and forward on YouTube. One of the things, and I don't know what you folks all think, but I am getting absolutely fed up with the pumping out of this promotion of AI. It really is most annoying, to say the least. I'm very much sort of like pro artists actually doing and making. I am quite anti AI. I do not see any good use for it, even within the art world. Yes, you're going to say, oh, it's a tool for this, and yeah, it's up to artists to kind of evolve with the medium and with the technology that's out there. But that particular technology, from what I can gather so far, is there to rip the artist off. It is training on our previous works, all the effort and the years of experience, etc., that's going in. It's just been trained on that. If you've got your images online, and AI is just scraping all these and being able, and companies are just setting up to do this and getting away with it. And for the most part, a lot of the AI stuff that has been produced has, as far as I have kind of come across, has been utter rubbish and not very engaging, just eye candy, and really taking away from a lot of the work that artists have put in there over the years. So I don't see it producing any original work I just see it scripting, and as much as we as artists we do research and look at other artists' work, and we do have to kind of like be aware of what's going on in our industry, as it were. So we are quite aware what other artists are doing, and the history of art and how it's kind of evolved to this point. But AI just feels to me as something, not just a lazy tool. It is just too easy to actually, oh, I want an image that looks like that kind of style of work. And that kind of style of work has been evolved by someone over a long period of time. Anyway, I could rant on about this, and I don't want this video to take up long because it's about this sketchbook. So yeah, and I suppose putting this on here gives the potential for it to be script as well. So and I'm very aware that the previous works that I have done, not that their use nor ornament to any one particular, because this is not your usual type of work that you will find sort of on Instagram and all the other social media platforms. There seems to be just simply quite a lot of eye candy work out there that a lot of it, and I don't mind it being devoid of meaning. Like a lot of these just isn't, this does not contain a lot of meaning. It's just a process, and trying to evolve something from that process, and it's just purely visual, purely image based. But I just find with the AI work the constant it's just a dirge of this sort of shiny, well polished eye candy work that it's just pretty, and it's got no, it doesn't feel original. It doesn't feel there's anything original coming out of it. Maybe that will happen, but it just is yet another thing to kind of distract us actually from putting the work in and creating something new and unique and original ourselves. So anyway, back to the scrim. So here we go. You obviously get the suss here that these are the circles that have been cut out of these pieces. Yeah, so anyway, you guys will have different thoughts to me on the pros and cons of AI. There quite clearly there may be uses for it out there, but please enlighten me when it comes to the creative act, how useful AI is going to be. All I can kind of see is the kind of impact it's having on artists and writers, etc. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, rant over for now. These are quite interesting little things that start happening here. Now this is purely, this is this work is all just purely self-indulgent. This has got no necessary reference to anyone or anything. It's just kind of losing yourself in this process, and it is what I do. This is just like a field of color really with these two. This kind of like blues that's laid down on the darker, may even be black in the background of this. But anyway, yeah, so just a kind of experimentation. And this is what the joy of the sketchbooks will allow you to do. I sort of get stuck to these things, they so tease it that it picks up all sorts of detritus, bits of tear and fluff and dust, but in a way it's quite nice because it's also alive. It's a living thing. It's a kind of thing from the environment around where you're working. It can't always be clean and crisp. So yeah, some interesting things were happening with this. I'll have to see if what the follow-up was there. So there you go. That was my 2021, and well, a good chunk of it anyway in sketchbook form. Okay, look, I'm not going to apologize for the rant. You'll have your own sort of thoughts on the whole AI thing. That's whatever. There's pros and cons to it all. But okay, here you go. Look, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you'll catch some of the other videos, and another one will be produced soon. Okay, thanks.